Audio Jungle.
Recently, legendary CEO of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, announced he'd finally be stepping down from his position. The move was shocking, yet a logical move for the man who has claimed the title richest man on the planet. Now we're breaking down some of the reasons why Jeff Bezos is stepping down as Amazon CEO. Number 4. Other ventures. In a recent letter to employees, Bezos said, "As much as I still tap dance into the office, I'm excited about this transition. As exec chair, I will stay engaged in important Amazon initiatives, but also have the time and energy I need to focus on the Day One Fund, the Bezos Earth Fund, Blue Origin, the Washington Post, and my other passions." Outside of Amazon, Jeff Bezos is involved in a number of other businesses, such as the Washington Post. Bezos bought the storied newspaper through an LLC called Nash Holdings in 2013. Since his $250 million takeover of the Washington Post, which has been in circulation since 1877, Bezos has pushed a digital focus with the aim to increase the paper's national and global readership. When Bezos bought the paper, he named political founder Fred Ryan to run the paper as CEO. In the years after the purchase, the Washington Post's readership has steadily grown, with digital subscriptions tripling to nearly 3 million since 2016. Blue Origin. Blue Origin is Bezos' aerospace company and one of the biggest ventures Bezos said he wanted to spend more time on when he announced his decision to step down as Amazon CEO. Founded in 2000, Blue Origin is led by CEO Bob Smith, and much like Elon Musk's SpaceX, it aims to reduce the cost of space travel through reusable launch vehicles. In May 2019, Bezos unveiled plans for a Blue Origin moonlander called Blue Moon, which is set to be ready by 2024. Bezos Expeditions. Bezos Expeditions is Jeff Bezos' personal venture capital investments. Through his investment vehicle, he was an early stakeholder in Google, investing $250,000 in 1998, which resulted in 3.3 million shares of Google stock. As of February 2020, Bezos Expeditions has invested in at least 66 ventures, including Airbnb, Uber, Twitch, Basecamp, Insider, and Sonder. The company also supports Bezos' philanthropic efforts by funding nonprofit projects and contributing direct donations. Bezos Day One Fund. The Bezos Day One Fund is a philanthropic organization that is focused on funding existing nonprofits that help families experiencing homelessness and creating a network of nonprofit Tier 1 preschools in low-income communities. The fund is supported by a $2 billion commitment and distributed donations totaling $105.9 million to 42 recipients from 24 states in 2020. Under the Bezos Day One Fund is the Bezos Academy, led by former Amazon exec Mike George, which tackles the fund's educational goals. Number 3. Higher public profile. Amazon now employs 1.3 million people globally and has its hand in everything from package delivery and streaming video to cloud services and advertising. Bezos has amassed a fortune of $196.2 billion, according to Forbes' list of billionaires, making him the world's richest man. However, Bloomberg's billionaire index puts Tesla boss Elon Musk just ahead of him. Amazon saw its already explosive growth skyrocket last year as the pandemic prompted a surge in online shopping. The firm reported $386 billion in sales in 2020, up 38% from 2019. Profits almost doubled, rising to $21.3 billion. In announcing the plans, Mr. Bezos said he would continue to focus on new products and initiatives. Of course, this shakeup comes as Mr. Bezos has developed an increasingly public profile. He has endured a public divorce, become a target for labor and inequality activists, and poured his wealth into other businesses, such as space exploration firm Blue Origin and the Washington Post newspaper. Recently, at one shareholder meeting, Bezos and other board members voted down a proposal that would have allowed an hourly fulfillment associate to serve on the company's board. While unsuccessful, the motion underscored the criticism Amazon has faced over its treatment of warehouse workers recently, especially following a landmark union drive at one of its warehouses in April, which failed in the face of pushback from the company. Number 2. Monopoly. Another major reason Bezos is leaving now is because Amazon is facing increasing scrutiny from regulators who have questioned its monopoly power, and its dominance in cloud computing is being increasingly challenged by other tech firms such as Microsoft and Alphabet, parent company of Google and YouTube. Monopoly concerns were discussed during a recent shareholder meeting with Bezos. During the shareholder meeting, Bezos was asked about the massive size of Amazon's business. Bezos responded by saying, "Our whole history as a company is about taking risks, many of which have failed and many of which will fail, but we'll continue to take big risks." Still, many feel Amazon's most recent acquisition of the historical film studio MGM Studios proves they are buying up everything they possibly can. A recent lawsuit that was filed by the Attorney General for the District of Columbia joins the recent government antitrust case against Google and Facebook. These lawsuits will take forever, and legal experts have said that the companies likely have the upper hand in court. The DC Attorney General, Karl Racine, however, is making a legal argument against Amazon that is both old school and novel, and it might become a blueprint for crimping big tech power. It's a long-standing claim by some of the independent merchants who sell on Amazon's digital mall that the company punishes them if they list their products for less on their own websites or other shopping sites, like Walmart.com. Those sellers are effectively saying that Amazon dictates what happens on shopping sites all over the internet, and in so doing, make products more expensive for all of us. Racine has made this claim a centerpiece of his lawsuit. However, if a merchant lists a product for less on another site, Amazon can respond by making it more cumbersome for a shopper to buy the item. Amazon, in a statement to my colleagues, said that merchants have the freedom to list and price their products however they wish, but that Amazon can choose to not highlight products that are not competitively priced. Number 1. The replacement. Mr. Bezos' decision to hand over the day-to-day operation of the company came as a surprise, but investors appeared unfazed, with little change in the firm's share price in after-hours trade. Mr. Jassy, a Harvard graduate, has been with Amazon since 1997 and helped develop Amazon Web Services, which has long been seen as the profit engine of the company. The division provides cloud computing and storage for governments and companies, including McDonald's and Netflix. Many point to how major AWS is for the company and how it has served as the core of the company since their inception. This is the number one reason why Jassy will be taking over as CEO. Jassy's long history at the company proves he's the right guy for the role. Jassy founded Amazon's cloud computing platform before its official launch in 2006, and later became the CEO of AWS in 2016. Since its inception, AWS has become a behemoth in the cloud computing space and now makes up 59% of Amazon's total profits. Amazon's cloud platform is one of the most important technological innovations of the 21st century. Large companies like Netflix, NFLX, negative 0.21%, Slack, Work, plus 2.78%, and Twitch use AWS to power their business operations. He started as a marketing manager in 1997. Jassy is an Amazon lifer. He started at the company in 1997, the same year of its IPO. His first job was as a marketing manager before transitioning to the AWS team later in his tenure. When Jassy joined Amazon, the company was mainly selling books, but Jassy knew the company had higher ambitions. Jassy was a close Bezos confidant. Jassy left his position in marketing to become Bezos' technical assistant in 2003. He shadowed Bezos and served in what was basically a chief of staff type of role. Jassy participated in all of his meetings, including his one-on-ones. Later, Jassy was added to Amazon's famous S team, a group of senior leadership members within the company that would meet regularly with Bezos to discuss big-picture company decisions. He's also had a higher profile role than Bezos at Amazon events. While Jassy maintained a relatively low profile over the years, he was still seen more often than Bezos at large Amazon events. For example, Jassy spoke every year at Amazon's AWS Invent conference as the main keynote speaker, while Bezos preferred to give his annual address in a letter. Perhaps not coincidentally, Bezos also announced he would be stepping down in a letter. In the past, Jassy attended Harvard and worked for the school newspaper. He got his undergraduate degree from Harvard before getting his MBA from Harvard Business School. During his time at school, Jassy worked at the Harvard Crimson, the school's daily newspaper, as an advertising manager. He did write a single piece for the newspaper about politically correct, quote-unquote, ads. What do you think? Is Bezos' departure from the role as CEO of Amazon driven by a true desire to explore his other businesses? Or is it mostly because of controversy? Let us know what you think in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. This has been our breakdown of why Jeff Bezos is stepping down as Amazon CEO.